Hey everybody, welcome to Keyboard Skills Pro. My name's Tom Horton. I'm a professional musician and composer based in the east of England. Today we're going to learn a fun piece from my piano book, Pianistic. It contains 10 brand new compositions and arrangements for the piano. As a new composer of piano music, it's my dream to get my compositions into the hands of as many piano players around the world as possible. And in return for your support, I'm going to give you a free piano lesson today on how to play this piece. Head over to the website tomhorton.co.uk, grab yourself a copy of the book, let's head over to the keys and we'll show you how to play an exciting piece of music. Let's go. Okay everybody, so before we start, this is the book that you'll need to go along with this lesson. It's called Pianistic. It's the one with no number on the front and a blue line. This is the first book in the series. And there are 10 pieces, and you can download a digital copy of this book via sheetmusicplus.com, or you can get a physical copy via my website, tomhorton.co.uk. We can send the books all around the world. And we, first of all, notice at the beginning there is a key signature with one flat. So that's either F major or it's D minor. Now, it's very common with Baroque keyboard pieces and classical pieces to a certain degree, but very much Baroque pieces. They often start in a minor key and then modulate, change key to their relative major. So we've got 2/4 at the beginning. That means there's 2 beats in the bar. 1, 2, 1, 2, and 75 on the tempo. So it's not too fast, but it moves along at a reasonable speed. Now, here's middle C. And we're going to go upper C to the D above, and we're going to put our little finger there. By the way, folks, what I would ask you to do is, even if you do not read music, please do consider treating yourself to a copy of the book. It supports my YouTube channel, it supports me as an independent musician, and even if you're going to learn this by ear, please grab yourself a copy of the book, as I'm giving you 10 free music lessons, one for each piece in the book. So thanks for your support, hope I can count on it. So we start on D and we go D to A and we play those smoothly, and then we go F, A. So we've got quaver pairs here, so we're counting 1, 2, 1, 2, and the quavers are going to go 1 and 2 and. Okay, so it's 1 and 2 and that's the first bar. We've got a forte sign, which means we're playing nice and loud. So I'm playing that, da, 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 because underneath those first 2 notes, we've got the staccato, the second 2 quavers, sorry, we've got staccato dots. So 1 and 2 and. Okay, so as we said in the notes at the beginning, watch out for the articulation. Then we scoot our thumb down to the E, and then we put the 4th finger on the B flat, and we're going to go 1 and 2 E and then we bring our thumb out to D. Okay, so that's our first little bit. So we're looking at the music on the top line, 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 E and. So when we count semiquavers, I tend to count them as 1 E and 1 E and 2 E and that way we get to hear the 4 syllables, okay? So let's take a look at the first line then. So 1 and 2 and 1 E and, because we've got 3/4 on that first quaver. And do you notice there's a little line underneath it just there? Look, a little line. And that means give this guy the full length, 1 E and 4 on B flat, and then walk down, 2 E and cross over 2, and then 1 will land on D. Now in the third bar, we've got an arpeggio, which goes up like that. And again, these are groups of 4s playing all 4 to the beat. So da, 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 and then we're going to put 4 on C sharp, over to B flat, and then finish on A. So that's the first line. 1 and 2 and 1 E and 2 E and rest. Okay, so that's how the first line of the melody goes. So learn that first. Now, it's very common in these kind of this era for one hand to start and then the other hand to come in afterwards. So we've got on the first bar of the left hand, we have got a whole bar rest. That's nice and easy. Lots of practice needed there. Following on from that, we're going to come in with some quavers. Okay, so we're going to put 2 on the B flat, tuck our thumb to the G, play E, and then A. Now don't forget that there are always 2 semiquavers to every quaver. And why is this piece called the March of the Quavers? Well, it's in 2. We're marching, a steady march, and with the piece is full of semiquavers and quavers. So that's why it's called the March of the Quavers. And also I couldn't think of anything better to call it. So there we are. So the left hand starts on the second bar, B flat, tuck to G, E, A. Now what you want to do now is open your hand slightly, put your forefinger on the D, and then step down to C sharp, and then we've got some staccatos. Look, so thumb on the A, last bar, A, G, E, C. So another broken chord coming down there. So that's how the 2 hands go. Now what we want to do now is we want to try and place those together. Okay, so let's have a go at that now. But first of all, practice those 2 hands apart. So here's line 1. So I'm stretching the hand there, look, 1, 2, 3, 5. That's arpeggio fingering. And then we come down through the the harmonic minor D scale to A. Okay, left hand, rest, rest, 1 and 2, A, 4 on D, C sharp, staccato, down. Okay, now learn those 2 hands apart for a couple of days and then bring them together. So let's try that now. Here we go. 1, 2, 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 1 E and 2 E and 1 E and 2 E and 1 and 2 and. Okay? So as we go down on the second bar, look, we're going to hold the E while we play the B flat, then the G, and then right at the end of that G, we're going to put a quick B flat in, 1 and 2, so there's the E and the A, look, and crossover, broken chord, arpeggio, and then A's together, staccato, down. And notice at the end, look, at bar 4, there's a 1. So we're tucking under the bar line, tucking under the thumb there, and then tuck to C. Okay, now once you practice and learn that first line, and this kind of piece I suppose is it's kind of plus grade 1, early grade 2. So this is a great piece for people who have maybe done that first year and a half of learning, done your first piano grade. This is ideal for getting into some fresh new material. And it's always great because people are always saying to me, you know, you buy a piano book nowadays, they always have the same songs in. You buy a movie theme book, it's always the same film themes. You buy an 80s hits piano book, it's always the same song. So I thought, hey, let's write some new songs. So very exciting. So don't forget, folks, you grab your copy of the book from the website. And as I say, I really hope I can count on your support. But let's carry on now with the lesson. Now, the second line is where we start to modulate, and we now go from D minor to F towards F major. So we're now going to start to modulate to the relative key of D minor, which of course is F major. So we've just gone. Okay, now look at the second line in your book, folks. 4 on B flat, and we've got this pattern. Da, 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 da. Okay, so it's quaver, 2 semiquavers. And that, there's a word I tend to use when I'm teaching students that, it's sunflower, sunflower, sunflower. The sun is half a beat and the 2 quarters are the flower, sunflower. Okay, so da, da, da. And then we go into a G, staccato, top C, staccato. And then a nice little up and down caterpillar. 1 E and a 2, pause. 3 on B flat, tuck to C, staccato D, staccato E, and then F at the end. And you're building there, look, a volume change. Okay. The funny thing is, even though this is Baroque, I say in style because we wouldn't have really had dynamics for keyboard players back then because we had the harpsichord, but this is obviously a kind of a pianification of the style. So let's look at that second line again. Look, so we just finished on the A. Look on the first line. Rest B flat. Ta ta. Smoothly down to F. 3 goes up to D, E, F. So notice how I'm smooth there. Look on that third line. Sorry, second line, third bar. My apologies. 1 E and a 2 and 1, 2. Okay, now we do start the second line down here because we've just come down, you may recall, from the first line with this broken A chord, and we've tucked our thumb to D. That's really important because you need a finger lower to play the B flat. But don't forget, as with all piano music, the finger numbers are not obligatory. They're just there to try and help you perhaps get the best out of the performance, but you can use your own fingering providing that it produces the desired result. So we've got a B flat and then a C, which is the one under middle C. So we're going B flat, C, and then 3 to F, 1, 2, up to A, and then we're going to go B flat, tuck back to A, staccato, staccato, then an open F chord. It's the end. And that brings us to the end of line 2. So you're halfway through the piece now, everybody. Very, very exciting. Now don't forget, folks, this is a free piano lesson. We're halfway through the piece, so this lesson is going to last about 20 to 25 minutes. So at this point, if you want to pause the video, make a note of the time, and then you can go back and relearn that first section again. That would be a good idea before we carry on to the next section. But before we do that, let's put that second line together, and it goes like this. So do you see there how important the articulation of slurs and staccatos is to making the piece sound alive? So we put the B flat with the sunflower. So we've just come down, let's go from the end of the first line, tuck, under, and then realistically, I suppose you could use your 2 forefingers and they both land on B flat, look, not next to each other, 2 octaves apart. And we're going to go sunflower and then hold the C and you play the 2 staccatos. And then you bring your third finger to F. Okay, cross over to the B flat, 3 on the B flat. Tuck under, and again, look, see, remember what we said at the beginning? 2 semiquavers. Okay, then we're going to go staccato, staccato, hold, finish, off. And that's the first bit. So let's just play that first whole 2 lines through. Okay, and we can see on the start of the second line there's a mezzo piano instruction, and that means to tell us that we are going to be playing a little quieter and then building at the end to forte. Here we go. There we go. A very charming, classical, Baroque-esque style piece. So that's halfway through, folks. So as I say, if you want to pause now, go back to the beginning of the video and watch the first part of the lesson, please do so. Let's now carry on though with part 2, which is lines 3 and 4. Now, lines 3 and 4 sees a little bit of a return to a kind of a minor-esque kind of key. We've got the C sharp coming back in, but we actually start with a diminished chord. Now in this piece, I don't sort of necessarily obey any or many of the rules of the Baroque era, and we're certainly not writing strictly in the style of Bach. That wasn't my intention, but it's a little tip of the hat to that kind of style. So, what have we got now then? So we've got bar 9, which starts line 3 right there. We have got this dotted rhythm again. And you see how it slurs, look. Da, 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 da. So you come off the A. Okay, so it's Humpty Dump. Okay, Humpty Dump. 2 on the F sharp, always the 2. And then your third finger will be there on G, semi-quavers now. Lose the F sharp, stay where you are. B flat, A. So do you notice there, look how the hand doesn't move? So 3, and you can hop in the air. And then up, da 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 dum bum. Bar. Okay, so that's your first line. Your third line on the right hand, bit quieter. Getting dum bum bar. Okay, fourth line, B flat, C, 4 and 5, and strike those. Dum dum, and then A, F, C, D again, smoothly staccato, 4 on B flat, going up and down, E, F. So quite scale-like, and you can see there how it's important to practice our scales because that all helps. Okay, so back to line 3, and here we go with the left hand. So we've got A, so with our thumb, going to F sharp, so use the middle finger there, 2 on the G, down to C. So 1, you could lightly break those up. 1, 2, 1, 2. Now this is fun. We're going to do this. This is going down. The right hand is going up, and we'll talk about what that is in a moment. F, E, C sharp, B flat, A. So look at that. Look, there's that kind of D minor contrary motion. And we open the A up to an open A chord, staccato at the end. So you could go like that, last 2 lines of line 3 there. Or you could lightly break up the quavers in that style. New hand position. So we just finished on A, 5 jumps to D, and we go hard. F steps to A. 2 over to B flat, C, jump down, F, C, F. And there's that same ending as on the second line, look, right over there. Okay. So you can see the importance of a piece like this. It's a case of going through the 2 hands, and that will work really, really well for you. So don't forget, folks, this is the book. It's called Pianistic. And it's the opening book in the series without the number, the blue line, 10 brand new pieces for the piano, many of which were composed by me. There's a couple of arrangements in there, some popular numbers, but mostly that's all my own work. And it will be my pleasure to autograph the book for you when you order it. So just pop in the description who you want it, maybe a present for someone, the piano player of the house looking for something unique and interesting for their birthday, or a special day in the year. And grab them a copy of Pianistic. And if you want a digital copy, it's sheetmusicplus.com. You'll find it right on there. On the website, you'll also find demonstrations of every song in the book and also sample scores, so you'll be able to see exactly what we've done here in the lesson today. Okay, let's look at line 3 then, and we'll put together the music. Hooray! Okay, so where have we finished then? We've just gone tap, tap, tum, tum, tum. Right, now, keep the right hand where it is, put your third finger on C, and then stretch your thumb right up to A. And we're going to go hump, T, dump. So imagine hump, T, dump, T. So hump, T, dump, T. But notice I'm holding the F sharp, look, staccatoing these 2. So hold the C down, hump, T, dump. And it's just at the end of the first beat. Hump, T, dump, T. And then once you've done that, look, your thumb is ready for G. Your third finger should be ready for G. All 4 semiquavers with the crotchet, finishing on C and E. Right, now, thumb on F. 2 is on F here. This is the tricky bit. It's contramotion. That's what we were talking about earlier. We said about how one hand goes down, one hand goes up. It's known as contrary motion, opposite direction. So what you have to do is you have to get this hand laid out. Look, see, I've got it all spread out. F, E, C sharp, B flat, A. So I've got my run already set on the left hand. This hand is just a simple scale up and down like that. So we do 2 semiquavers with each of the 2 quavers on the left hand. 1, E and C sharp with A, B flat, hold the A, staccato. So don't hold that down, go tap, tap, tap. Okay, that's your third line. Here's the last line, gang. 5 on D, 4 on B flat. Hard, hard. Make those 2 really definite. Left, right. Like, you know, like a sergeant major shouting out the orders. Left, quick, march. All right? And then we're going to go A to F. Tap, tap. So again, hold it down. That makes the staccato more effective. Right, over the top you go. 2 on B flat, 4 on the A. Scale, caterpillar, 1 and jump, finish off. And that, my friends, is the March of the Quavers, composed by myself, Tom Horton, from the piano book Pianistic. Thanks for watching, everybody. Hope you've enjoyed that free piano lesson. Please do grab a copy. It would help me out immensely. And as I say, it's my mission. I've composed music for decades, and it's been fantastic in the last 3 years to finally get these books published, and I'm now self-publishing the books myself and spreading the good word throughout the world. So if you'd like to grab a copy, folks, physical copies on the website tomhorton.co.uk, which I'll be delighted to autograph to whoever you request. But if you want a digital copy, they're available on sheetmusicplus.com, plus other arrangements by myself of popular songs. Thanks for watching, everybody. Hit subscribe, share the video, and put any questions or comments below. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.